anybody at all remember any of these cards? Because some of these bad boys are old. Like, some of these cards are legit older than some of you in chat. No joke. These cards could buy beer. So we got Ancient Mew. Super fun card. This was a promo card that you got for going to see the Pokemon movie when it came out. Me and my brother each had one. He destroyed his. But this is a good one. In super good shape, too. Oh, it's... You guys can't see the back because I didn't put a clear sleeve on the back. I just put these other, like, Pokemon sleeves on it. But in super, super good shape. A lot of these Pokemon cards would grade really, really well, I believe. Mewtwo. Base Set 2 card. So, Base Set 2 came out after Jungle and Fossil, but before Team Rocket. It was not a popular set because people were pissed that they just couldn't find the original set anymore, and were like, well, these cards aren't cool. But now they're actually almost as rare as the original Unlimited set because people beat the shit out of these. So Mewtwo, obviously, the boss. Gengar, Holo Fossil. If you guys want to see some prices on some of these cards, you can let me know too, because I don't know what many of these cards are going for, but I feel like some of them would be pretty damn nasty. Haunter, you know, evolves into Gengar. Holo Fossil. Alakazam, which is actually the #1 card ever printed for Pokemon. You can see down here, it's #1 out of 102. I don't think you can see it. You know F all about these. Yeah, I was 100% into Pokemon as a kid. So first card ever actually printed. Which is weird because it's the Stage 2 evolution. You would think the cards before it would have been printed first, but no, this was the original card they printed. Raichu, regular Raichu, base 2. And then Raichu Fossil. As a kid 6 months ago. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. Whatever, man. If everyone else is back into it, why not? Why not go crazy? Poliwrath. So a lot of my cards are super old, and then maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, I dipped back into it for funsies just to see like what I could get. Articuno, original Fossil card. When did Fossil come out? This came out in 1999. I think the original set came out in like 98. Fossil came out in 99. So this is one of those newer cards where they started doing full art. I don't even know how to pronounce this Pokemon. I don't know what that Pokemon is. But I'm like, that seems like a shiny, good card that people would want. So, there we go. Eevee promo card, where like the whole card is hollow, which is super fun. One of several crazy ass Charizards that I have. This is a newer Charizard. When was this out? I think 2014 for this card. Another Charizard. He really just beat those out of kids on the street. Oh, 100%. I'm like, yo, I got a daughter going to school soon in like 18 years. Give me all your Pokemon, you little shit. Another Charizard. Another Charizard. All these badass Charizards. I don't know who that is. Not sure, but again, seemed like a full art card that was kind of cool. And another Charizard. We got shiny, full art, holo Mew. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is, but I got 2 of them. Dragonite. Like, all of my cards in my collection are in really, really good shape. Full holo promo Pikachu. Original, printed in 1999, Chansey. Base set, not base 2, regular base set. And then another one of those promo Eevees. So that's, you know, one set of those. That Ancient Mew is super cool, though. I think that's a decent, like, $50 card. Chansey, that's right. All right, I think all these are OGs now. Yeah, I think all of these are OGs. Fossil Dragonite, which I think was the first set Dragonite was released in. I don't think there was a non-Fossil Dragonite, if I remember correctly. Snorlax Jungle set, which is the first set he wasn't released, or he was released. Can you see the Ancient Mew? Oh, yeah. So I was telling chat, this is the card you got. This is the card you got for seeing the Pokemon movie when it first came out. They gave it to you with your movie ticket. But now I think it's worth like $50. So there's just not many of them. It's not a card that you could get out of the pack. It's a card that you only could get for seeing the movie. So if you missed it and didn't get one, like, that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's like probably my 20th most expensive card, Purunga. That's nothing compared to some of this stuff. OG Ninetales. This was a card that I swear to God I had like 15 of, because this card was in like every damn pack, and it was so annoying. It was like, oh my God, another Ninetales? Are you freaking kidding me? This is garbage. But now, like, looking back, it's a pretty cool ass card with the design of the foil. I mean, like, the fox just looks awesome. So yeah, good stuff. And you'll see, like, I have 3 more of those at least right now. Like I said, a bunch of my stuff got destroyed, but I have quite a few. Here's another card that was interesting. First edition Machamp. So you guys see this first edition right here, right? That's what it says. First edition. So this was the original release set, 1998, when cards literally were first released on a single print run. So you used to collect as well, never got rid of them. So I collected as a kid. I collected a lot more than what I have now. I ruined a bunch. I gave away probably close to half of my collection to my cousin like 15 years ago because he was just getting to that age. And I was like, yeah, sure, here you go. Not realizing that they were going to be worth something. And also he promptly destroyed them and made them worthless, and I think threw them all away. So I would have had so much more. But you know, whatever. How was I supposed to know? Might want to call that cousin up again. Oh, dude, they're gone. They're long gone. 100% long gone. When he lost interest, they hit the garbage. So these first edition cards, any first edition cards, were pretty damn rare. This card, though, this card could not be pulled in packs. This card you could just buy in a deck set. So there were sets of cards that came pre-made as a deck that you could use. And this card was like, you know, the pièce de résistance of that deck. But it was like $15 and you got 60 cards. So there were a billion of these. Everyone had these. So even though it's first edition, not that big a deal. So much so that I got 2 of them. However, other first edition cards that are in perfect mint condition, like this first edition Zapdos Fossil card, worth a shitload. Pretty sure this is at like $100 card. No joke. And also like literal prime condition from 1999. Not a scratch, a scuff on it. Centering's a little bad. It's a little bit printed to the top, so it won't get a full 10 grade. But otherwise, yeah, this card is strong. You guys can see the bottom border is a little bit bigger than the top border there, so the centering's not amazing. First edition Dark Team Rocket Dragonite. Again, a card that's worth quite a chunk of change. I'm curious. Let me just figure out how much both of those are worth. Let me go to TCG Player. Zapdos. Fossil. Holo Rare. Zapdos Fossil. First edition. Near mint. Yeah, so the Zapdos, it's about $100. Pretty strong. This Dark Dragonite. What's up, Trips? How you doing? Where are you? Dark Dragonite. I need the Holo Rare Team Rocket. First edition. So this is a $200 card. Apparently. And that's the lowest price it's being sold for. Most are in the 300s. Wait, this alert is pissing me off? What alert? Hey, oh, I need to center that shit. Alert. Get in there. Perfect. There, it snaps in nice and neat. That was perfect timing. Parunga, thank you so much for the sub, dude. 10 months. 10 months. What a legend. Congrats on all the life's happenings. Thanks, Trips. Yeah, man. We got COVID married. So the reception that we're doing with friends and family is going to be in September, but we got COVID married. We're having a baby in about 4 months. Daughter, can't wait. That's one of the reasons why I'm looking to potentially sell these cards, because baby Sutton's got tuition bills to pay, y'all. Anyone got $200? I'll ship it to you. Even if I take it off a near mint and I look at lightly played. Oh my God, like even the lightly played version of this, which this is unplayed. This immediately was sleeved. Yeah, I moved home. We're back home in Michigan. So it's so nice. New store for both of us, but we kept our same job. We just transferred. So this actually might be closer to a $300 card. Here's another fun one. Mega Charizard EX. So it's a newer card. This came out in, I think, like 2014. The reason this is rare is right here, and I don't know if I can get it to zoom in to where you can read it properly. Anyway, right here gives the card number. So this is card 108 out of 106. So this is actually a secret card in the set. Super, super rare pull. Not many out there. So even for a new card, this is worth a ton. Like the reason these are worth a lot is because they're 20 some years old. This is like 6 years old. But let me take a look. $270 for that card. Oh yeah. So Parunga, back in the day, I didn't have individual sleeves. I had actually, let me show you guys. I still have the binder I had from when I was a kid, 25 years ago. They all went in here and they immediately got put in like a sleeved binder and they just stayed there. No one in my neighborhood was like playing the trading card game, so I never had to pull them out. So they stayed in there, stayed protected. And then like 10 years ago when I started buying packs again, I bought a bunch of these sleeves and took some out of the binders and sleeved them and top loaded them. So yeah, just all in really great shape. Like my whole collection is in damn good shape, at least the valuable cards. Not pulling out Brutus is something that could stick. I mean, we're having a daughter. What did they say? It was social distancing fail on our part. Pokemon was after I was a bit older. I have a binder of early edition Magic from the early 90s in storage. Oh, nice, Trips. Nice. Smart kid. Yeah, it was definitely something that I was proud of having my whole collection like looking good all the time. A bunch of neighborhood kids had cards that were like scratched and scuffed, and I was like, that just looks like shit. Like, why would anybody be happy about those? So I always kept them protected. First edition Gym Heroes. So it's a Team Rocket card, but it came from, I think, the Gym Heroes collection. This was the last set I bought before getting out of the trading cards, and this was in the year 2000. So the card first started to come out in 98. I only collected it and paid attention to it for legit like 2 years of my life, but I kept them in good condition and in a box. So first edition again. Let's take a look at this. Rockets, Scyther. So the base card is $50. First edition, lightly played. Yep, $200. Here's a fun one. Before the Fossil set came out, they had pre-released gold stamped first edition promo cards. I think I won this. I'm pretty sure I won this in a tournament. Like, local game stores had a ton of them, and they could do with them what they wanted. Like, it wasn't a big deal how you got them. And I think my game store had like a tournament and only like 6 kids were there. And me and my brother were both in it. And so first edition pre-release Aerodactyl. It's ridiculous how I kept onto these, honestly. You got any Lotus in that binder, Trips? Oh my God, yeah, the $3,000 card. So it looks like this card isn't worth nearly as much because there were a shitload. Excuse my French. Boatload. So it's like $50. Not a ton. So even as a kid, when the neighbor kids had a card you didn't have, you wanted to get it, right? So you had to trade, you had to do stuff. You guys probably remember like trading cards as a kid. Well, I couldn't get a Blastoise to save my life. So you can see like this was owned by a neighbor kid. You may not be able to see on camera, but there's scuffs along the top. Some of the foil's a little jacked up. Like this would not grade well. This would grade at like a 1 or a 2 maybe. It would not grade well at all. Even though on camera, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. If I got it close, I wonder if maybe you can see it. I can't tell. Flawless Black Lotus signed by an artist, 500 grand. Oh my God. Oh my God. So yeah, I forget what I traded to get this, but I had to have a Blastoise, 100%. And this is OG base set, kind of beat up. It's probably, even in its current state, probably worth $20, I'd say, but let's take a peek. Oh. Well, that's a surprise. We're gonna call this heavily played. Even in its worst, even in the worst rating it can have, it's still $50. If we went up to say moderately played only, we're looking at $100. Lightly played puts it at $150. And near mint would put it at $200. $400K for an unopened box of OG Pokemon. Yeah, that's a thing that I did see. I mean, Logan Paul or Jake Paul, I forget which one of them. One of the fools. They spent 200 grand on a single booster box of 36 packs. I think it was first edition. Maybe it was regular. And they got a Charizard. So that 200 grand with the first edition Charizard, like, holy crap. Already worth a penny. So we got a Venusaur, one of the other starter evolutions. This one you can definitely see it's jacked up. I blame the neighbor kids, but I think this one I used in a deck. This was the holo that actually got used when I played. I want to say I played a grass deck. Sold the packs online to make up for his money. Yeah, probably. This is a card probably only worth like 20 bucks in the state that it's in. Here's the promo cards that I have that are all in nice shape. So promo Venusaur, and I don't even know how you get these promo cards. I think local game stores just had them and you either bought them or they gave them out. Electabuzz, Pikachu promo, Flareon Jungle, probably, you know, in pretty good shape. Why is Twitter going off? What are y'all doing over there? My Twitter's blowing up. Oh, it's because we're talking about D&D tonight. Bum-ba-da-bum. Oh, no D&D tonight. Okay. Boop, boop. All right. This top-down works. The problem is just my bit rate. Not the bit rate. My drop frames. Electrode. I think those were all my super fun cards. So then we get Nidoking, Ninetales, a base 2 Blastoise. So I eventually got one of my own. This one's in great shape, but base 2. Probably a $100 card. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had one more. Look at him. In excellent condition. Sadly, base 2. Absolutely incredible condition. Yo, what up, nerd? What's up, Snooze? It's almost certainly not because a container ship drew... Wait, what? Promo cards, you just get them. What are you talking about, Rav? Oh, I did know that, but what? I don't know what that has to do with anything. Can these cards repair generators? You know, probably not on their own. I do know, yeah, that, and the way that ship got stuck is super crazy too. They sent a ton of tugboats. I saw that. A little crazy. What does base 2 mean? So there was, do you remember? We'll walk through it originally. So there was the first edition sets, right? So there was first edition. This was the original run of Pokemon cards. It didn't have all 150 Pokemon. It had 102, actually. People blame the captain, but nope, it's pilots from the canal that operate everything. So this was the original run, was first edition set. Then came just your regular non-first edition base set. No marking here to say anything, no first edition. These are your just regular, same set, 102 cards, that set. After that came, I believe it was Fossil. Fossil had its little marking right there. You could get first edition or regular Fossil. After that was Jungle. Same thing, you could get first edition or regular Jungle. And then once that was done, they re-released the original set, the original unlimited 102 set, as base 2, because they wanted to stop printing unlimited cards, because even 25 years ago, Pokemon knew what it had. It wanted to drive up the rarity of those unlimited first set cards. So they reprinted the entire set, but as base 2. So because of that, no one gave a shit about base 2 at all. No one gave any craps about a base 2 card because it wasn't the OG. Because of that, the base 2 cards were beat up, destroyed, used in decks. There's not many good ones out there. So in general, base 2 may not be nowadays as expensive or as rare as an unlimited card. But let's take a look at how much this Charizard can get in a base 2 form. So the average market price of this card is $300 for a lightly played card. If we're saying near mint, it's about $480 to $500 for this one card. So yes, you can sell it and buy 2 new generators. It's true. And then it was just like Hearthstone. It's like every 4 months a new set came out. It buys a bunch of diapers. Yeah, why do you think I'm going through all of these? I'm getting these bad boys ready to go. So this set of them is like my top 25 most worthwhile cards. Like every one of these cards is worth, I would say, over $50 on average. And the first set we went and looked through is probably worth, you know, anywhere from 20 to 50. I've got some other fun stuff. So in like, again, my 25-year-old binder. Now I feel like you're hiding. No, that Charizard is my big dog for sure. But I did get these, so these are pretty interesting. So these are German first edition cards, which is just fun. When I was growing up, my mom was going back to college to learn German. And so she thought it'd be fun to purchase a German first edition set for me and my brother. We didn't get a holo out of it, sadly. So every set came with one single card that had a star on it. And it could be either holographic or non-holographic. And not only did we get a non-holographic, but we got a trainer card. We didn't even get a Pokemon for it, which sucked. But it's still cool to look back on. And then we have all the all the Japanese cards, some of which were original cards. Some of these, I think, these are all gym heroes and gym leader cards for the most part. And then I just kept this. This seemed like a cool card. This was actually made by Topps, I believe. Yep, it is made by Topps. Just because, again, it was Charizard and it was cool. But some holographic Japanese cards, Japanese trading cards, the real currency over there. Moltres, Scyther, Mewtwo, Weezing, Slow King. And then all of these used to have cards in them, but then they got pulled out and put into the other good stuff. Bum-ba-da-bum. And then, I don't even know if I have anything in this other binder. What's in here? So this I bought like 10 years ago when I got in there. What do you mean, how do I know what they say? I know what Pokemon they were. Oh, so this is my first edition and just good card binder as well. There's promo Dragonite, promo Hollow Meowth, first edition cards, promo Mew, promo Mewtwo. You name them hella clean? Yeah, I mean, it was a huge part of my childhood. I definitely can tell you if you showed me a Pokemon of the original 150, I could name it, almost guaranteed. First edition Magmar, pre-release Dark Gyarados, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know the Pokemon. All these first editions. Surprisingly, the first edition cards, unless they're a holo, still not worth much. I would have expected them to be worth more. Obviously, as I put them in the binder, I expected them to be worth more. Geraldo with the chrome mustache. Yeah, or Geraldo, right? They'd be easy to translate, not much kanji on them since it's for kids. Sure. I just know them as Pokemon. Do. All right, well, that was cool. That was fun.